Vigilante Season 2, Episode 4. Oh, is he practicing? Oh man, you know he's gotta be so excited right now. This is that point where it stops being discipline and starts being fun. You don't have to force yourself to do it or to wake up early. You're just waking up naturally. Because it's like the first glimpse of torque on the world. Like there's actually results. A result big enough that is appealing and exciting. Whereas before it's sort of like all inputs have a zero output. So that's just willpower. But when you start to see like, oh, this is working. This is how like you end up spending the whole day doing it and like ignoring people around you and stuff. You can do it, Koichi. I believe in you. I believe you can knock down these splight cans. Okay, but it's something. We move them. It's non-zero.
I've really got to learn how to anchor myself better. Otherwise, I'll just fall over.
It's a metaphor, maybe. This is so cool. I'm excited for him. So much for not practicing.
It all at once. Using it like this.
Like, this could be dangerous, though.
And it's called.
No, not now.
What are you doing?
It's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, we did say we weren't going to do that. But you gotta let your boy fly, Pop. You can't not use it. There's just no way, if I'm Koichi, I'm not doing this. Nothing about their conversation matters at this point. Everyone is gonna do exactly the same thing. And I wanna say, at least as far as I can think, there is nothing about what one is or what one has that is intrinsically a bad thing or a negative thing. It's all gonna be in the application, I think. And it's worth exploring what those things are. As long as it's not hurting anyone, which also is itself tricky because sometimes it's not obvious what the impacts are, but you know, to a reasonable degree of certainty. And that also includes yourself, as long as it's not harming you in an unnecessary or avoidable way.
Ignoring our talk from yesterday?
Absolutely.
You can't use projectile-based quirks on someone without an official Hero license.
Who said we're using it on people?
Any different from throwing rocks on the street?
It would be no different from throwing rocks at cans.
Look, if a hero or a cop catches you doing that, then you're gonna get thrown in the
This is true, yeah, don't get caught unnecessarily. Be careful with it.
Time for my
He was just like out on those roofs. He's totally gonna use it on someone.
Too much homework.
Like immediately.
Oh, seems like that's happened a lot lately.
Yeah, there's a lot of homework in school.
No entrance exams. Lucky.
Except I have all the studying to make up for it.
Yeah, that's such a teacher thing to do. We'll make up the pain somewhere else. God forbid you should have a leisurely life as a kid. My job is to teach you about the real world. Gotta punish the kids somewhere.
You're distracting me. Get out already.
Sure.
They're cute together. They're basically living together now. Episode 4, Irrational Man. I'm using it. I gotta use it. I have no choice but to use my new powers on whatever this is.
The first straightforward villain in a while.
Straightforward, right.
Super strong.
Looks super straightforward. Strong and straightforward. And tall, dark, and violent.
Octopus?
What does this remind me of? I've seen this before. It's a lot bigger than a soda can. But I'm sure we'll learn it on the fly, as Koichi is wont to do.
Each of those hands packs quite a punch.
Right? Don't get punched.
I should be able to stay safe.
We are very fast. Oh no, speaking of throwing rocks, that was foreshadowing. Oh no, it's terrible. Maybe we can shoot the projectiles at the rocks. Yeah, we've established that this episode. And he's throwing rocks at people. Meanwhile, at Grasshopper Cafe, Aizawa's favorite place.
Sup?
Gonna overlook that because I'm actually a real softie and I like this cafe a lot.
Black coffee.
This is hilarious. I love this as a running gag. It really is just a cafe now, just because Aizawa decided it was. He's got so much leverage.
It's become a routine.
Routine?
He just likes it
I
here.
hate mornings. Takes a while for the
Relatable.
old engine to get started.
Absolutely.
If I drop by for a cup of Joe before patrol, I feel better.
That's how that works, yeah. It's coffee explained in a nutshell.
Besides, I like your coffee.
That was your first mistake. Stocking good coffee.
We should charge him for this crap, Ichiro.
That probably is the way it goes, or maybe that is the way it goes. Someone just threw a rock through the window. I forget the name of the Woody Allen movie, but they're trying to dig a hole through a bank vault from an adjacent building. But as a front for what they're doing, they turn the space they've rented into a cookie shop and enlist one of their girlfriends. But then she's really great at baking cookies, so they just become legit through cookie sales. I feel like there's a very high possibility that's what happens here. This is already a cafe, so may as well start charging. Now anyway, about this rock.
No! Hey, are you guys okay? There's a big villain. Get away while he's focused on me.
Did you say big villain? You're not supposed to be doing this right now, young man. That's twice he's seen us now.
We'll talk later. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can handle this.
Plan. I'll leave this
Oh,
to
but he's...
you. Thanks, sir.
Oh, it's probably not a quirk, though. He's just really strong. Yeah, this is a problem.
Great. It's not a quirk.
Right, yeah,
A
yeah.
modified villain made of pure muscle. Nothing for me to erase.
Right. You should probably. There you go. Cool.
And worse, he's got those extra arms.
You're not going to beat him in a fist fight, or that would be a terrible strategy. Or is it? Stupid like a fox. That's exactly what they want you to think.
Still.
Yeah. Damn right.
I wouldn't be a hero.
He used it. Man, despite how much I've used this, I actually haven't heard it in a long time. The if I can't X, how could I even call myself a hero? That's the Aizawa phrasing. I mean, honestly, I think if I were forced to sum up this series in one line, that might be it. It's just such a great framework. It's exactly that thing of I have a vision or a standard. And, you know, hopefully that standard or vision is the best one I can come up with for now. It's the highest one I can currently see from where I am. Though, you know, there's always room for it to improve when I'm more equipped. And that's not something I can argue with because it's not me. It's something that I've experienced that's above me. So it's not subjective. I can't bend the rules of reality. Like that is ideal. Maybe it's confusing because it's both a personal viewpoint of like the highest thing you can see, but simultaneously not subjective or that you didn't create the beauty or value or whatever it is. Critically, we don't invent it. And then I'm evaluating myself through that lens against that standard. And that hopefully will paint a path forward no matter how I'm feeling or no matter how things look or how great my own rationalizations could be if this was just a closed circle in my own mind as opposed to compared to something external. Now, of course, there's a lot of things to build around it. Like it's not an identity as much as it is a process. You don't want to be doing things to pretend you're a hero or look like a hero, but as close as I think is reasonably possible, that line sort of encapsulates that process. And that I think is very, very closely intertwined with this world's view of heroism.
Thanks for saving us.
It's fine. Get to safety.
This is all for nothing if you get hurt now.
More arms?
Oh no, yeah. Oh, they pinned Aizawa between them.
Or it would be if I could move.
Koichi. Koichi.
He's coming right at you.
Although using your quirk on Aizawa or to help Aizawa is kind of scary. Oh, he's gonna just shoot instead of save him. Well, hold on. Wait, hold on a second. You could have just zipped him out of the way here. He just wanted to use this. That's where his mind's at. I feel like the projectile is the least useful thing here. You need to just get him out of the way. And he's done that so many times. Didn't he just do that last episode? Nah, he's been itching to use this. This could be awesome, though, if he pulls it off. He actually blasts him. Whoosh. There is Knuckle. Knuckle abandoned us.
He doesn't like interviews and avoids showbiz like the plague.
And I respect that.
To many, he comes off as less friendly than other heroes. Almost scary.
Yeah, he is scary, but he's a softy.
Until now. When I'm doing this.
Oh, okay, that was awesome. It was unnecessary, as it was cool.
Whoa!
He's so happy. Where did that come from? I just discovered my powers, which, I mean, actually, it's not too far from the truth. Not technically a lie.
I don't think it did anything. Bro!
Just zip yourself out of here. Okay. Yeah, the Jujutsu Kaisen warriors. This is 100% a Jujutsu Kaisen reference, and my evidence is that I have seen Jujutsu Kaisen and I never saw the other show, Kamen Rider, of which this is not based. Wait, hold on a second. But they're not licensed either. The laws are just not really that strictly enforced, it turns out. At least not by Aizawa. I'll let this one slide, and that one slide, and all of these slide.
It's double Hota time!
Do they practice this?
This is considered self-defense, right?
And we're using legally obtained trigger.
Legally obtained trigger. I didn't know that was real.
We'll hash out the details later.
Right.
If he gets back on
They're
the
more
streets,
afraid of Aizawa right now than they
people
are of this
getting hurt.
10-armed monster,
Here.
which is understandable.
I'll run and get us some help.
Crueler, wait a sec.
You
Crawler.
know my name. You're crueler now because Aizawa said it was, just like the cafe.
Can you get more power out of it?
Don't know yet.
Kinda. I would need time to anchor down and charge it up. And even then it can
This is so cool. Learning this on the fly with
It's not like I
Aizawa
have time to stand around and wait in front of a guy
as
his
support to
size.
Aizawa.
Like, come on.
I mean, he's sort of just chilling over there. Keep zapping it. Wow, that's so cool. Oh man, it's so awesome.
Whoa.
I was totally sleeping on Koichi's powers, just like he was or is.
While going backwards.
He just never stops learning. You can maybe shoot the rocks with the projectiles. I'm hoping that happens. This is so cool. Imagine how much Deku would have wanted this at some point. Imagine being a fan of Aizawa and seeing this opportunity. I also love how Aizawa is just a natural born teacher. He like immediately sees Koichi's usefulness and potential. I'd have to think about this more, but he seems a little bit more relaxed about this than he did in season 1 of My Hero. Maybe a little bit more carefree about getting people involved.
Sorry, Kamayan. We need to use this space. You need to scram fast.
Okay, yeah, you need to tell him what's going on quickly. No, there's a monster coming.
Look, you ever heard of squatters' rights? I'm
This
squat.
guy's all about the law.
We don't have time for this.
I like how he was proud of that. I evoke squatters' rights.
You take one look at me and assume I'm a villain or something?
It's just that you kind of look like.
Well, that's
Um,
bigotry.
It's a fact.
Don't judge based on appearances, okay? Prejudice is rooted in subconscious biases like those.
Yeah, you're right.
Mantis, the social justice hero. I mean, he does look like a mantis. Not that he's wrong, but like the way he approaches this, it's like, man, does he have an axe to grind with this stuff? There's something a little bit socially antagonistic about it. Koichi was just surprised by him being here because they had a run-in earlier. He's not judging his character, but like, Koichi's gonna be on the defensive about this. Just in general, I don't like the use of packaged words that are designed to evoke an emotion and an automatic guilty by category thing while avoiding the specifics. I think if the action or the thoughts are actually bad enough in themselves, just saying specifically what those are and why they're wrong will be enough without a generalized personal attack. In fact, I think people often turn to these sorts of things for that personal attack because they can't find the actual argument in a way that's compelling. It's a shortcut, but then like, as is the case with shortcuts, they're misused. It's sort of just like you lose automatically by being called a bigot. And now instead of having the conversation about what actually is happening, you have to defend yourself about being a bigot, which doesn't work either. So it often feels like there's something disingenuous about this kind of name calling. You can take anything you don't like and you put it into a category that will evoke a reaction in people listening, where you just want to scramble out of that category as fast as you can. But it might not necessarily be that at all. What specifically are you addressing? And like, sometimes that cuts right to what needs to be said, right? But the problem is it's so effective that people start misusing it just to win because it's so hard to escape. I mean, just in general, accusations are hard to escape. So then you have this escalation where people use this for an increasing basket of things. And then it can get to a point where it actually doesn't really have the original meaning anymore. And that's bad even for people who really care about that cause because it's now weakened and you're in sort of that boy who cried wolf territory. There's no one alive who can't stand to reevaluate some of their assumptions. And we're always reducing things into simplified versions when things are actually very complex. And so it is good to challenge things sometimes. But there's a difference between that and like you're a bigot, just like to your core as an identity. So now you are in a category or you're an enemy or whatever. I can dispense with you. Or I can bully you psychologically to get a reaction or to get your agreement or whatever.
I'm sorry.
I'll bet you are.
Don't engage with him.
Yeah, just ignore him. That's funny too. Just don't talk to him. We've given up too. He feeds on your fear and discomfort.
It's my tea time, so you mind taking it elsewhere?
Prejudice. Tea time is canceled.
Son of a... I was minding my own business, wasn't I? What's your problem? You disgusting
Oh no!
octopus!
Way to judge him. That's prejudice. You're a bigot, my dude.
He just told me not to judge people by their appearances. He did.
Yes. Rules for thee and not for me.
Kamiyon's weaker than I figured.
Isn't
And
it?
those
Well,
slides ain't too
I don't
sharp
know
either.
how I feel about insects.
Drugs out of his system, so he's kind of just big.
That's
What are we supposed
that's
to do
it.
now, Racer?
Give him more drugs.
From this vantage point,
Blindfold. Good idea. But now he's just gonna thrash around, maybe?
Kamiyon! Grab him!
Oh, he took care of that.
Fully charged.
Yeah.
Range.
Oh, this could be so cool.
Crawler.
You got this.
I call this the Crawler SG.
That's a lot better than last time. What was it? The Scrappy Blast? Scrappy Blast.
This is what it's like at its full potential. When I hit a big villain with it,
Wow.
it still only makes them
Yeah, it's not. We're not at our full potential yet. That was skipping a lot of steps there.
good grief, that was obnoxious. Call it in.
It was.
Kamiyon, can I use your phone?
Where were the other heroes?
Well, I ought to get going.
Not so fast, crawler.
Bro, not this again. You can't treat everyone like villains.
I'm gonna give you a pass this time and next time. I got my eyes on you. I'll watch you break the law several times, over and over again. I mean, we're seeing him in a different time period, but I think it's probably safe to say even at this point, he's a very grounded, what's the point person. His objection would probably be like, you have to take in the reality of this and not get yourself into trouble and not think you're gonna be a hero until you're actually prepared to be a hero, as opposed to being a stickler for the book. So I think in this situation, what he might think is what's good for the kid, Koichi, and it's probably not getting him in legal trouble. It would be helping him understand better or guiding him in the right direction so that he actually is taken care of and protected.
But you gotta quit bossing people around. You need to back
Oops.
off. What the world's your problem?
He's a bigot. You're a bigot, my dude. And he continues to be a hassle.
Getting away.
I just let him go. That's someone else's problem now.
Gotta catch up.
The never-ending day, my god. But what an adventure. What an amazing experience fighting side by side with Aizawa.
Then messed with his mind to be more aggressive.
Yeah, he doesn't really seem to be
Bet he
there
can throw
right
a lot
now.
of punches all at once.
10.
Hey, like me.
He can do 8. Yeah, no, if you have speed, yeah, this is a good demonstration. Like, not that I really needed it.
Punches to counter all 8 arms.
Right, I thought he had 10 arms. He doesn't look like he has 10 arms, but I think someone said that, no? Am I crazy? Someone said 10 arms at some point. I don't want to go back and look for it, but yeah, I think this guy's a problem. Even Koichi, who's a fast character, like, it's not even in the same category. There's got to be some other way or something else. Aizawa may be one of the only people that completely neutralizes him.
That worked out.
And he catches the foam too. Style points. No one saw it though. So interested what he actually wants.
See this scar on my face?
I don't know how I
put it there
got
myself
this
on
scar.
purpose.
Did you
I was
now?
trying to match someone I've always looked up to.
Stain? I mean, probably the Flash, his mentor, but it's very Stain-like.
Now what are we gonna do to make this right?
I think murder is the only solution. Oh my god. That's pretty cool. It's awesome. Okay, it's a major weakness. Literally splits him apart at the seams.
5,
Because of a face scratch. I mean, he has a high ideal.
2,
Or like he has a very, very high
1.
Look out!
goal.
Run away! That guy's a villain! There's a hero coming soon!
Which he are you talking about? Which guy?
I swear I just saw a guy here.
You'll meet again. Probably this season.
Where'd he go?
Off to do some more damage in a crazy way somewhere. So he's trying to like make a statement of some kind. It seems like he's working for All for One, just as a means to an end. It's not a goal, and it's not money. He's got something to prove, and he has some delusions of grandeur, it seems. Should be interesting.
Considering the MO,
Yeah, we may have
I
met.
one idea. Could it be that
Oh.
infamous Naruhata
No,
vigilante?
wrong track.
Yeah, I don't think I'd bet on that.
I don't think I bet on him coming back.
Is it really safe to be talking to a hero in public?
Sure.
Why not?
We became friends the other day. Isn't that right? Huh? What now? He's still scary.
How did this whole thing play out in your head?
Hey, best buddy Koichi. My name is Aizawa, and you're my best friend,
I think he's just
Koichi.
confused.
That was not, yeah, I don't know. You can still say hi, though. I mean, we know the truth, though. We know that Aizawa's a really nice guy. I mean, nice, maybe not the right word, but he's a good man. You can say hello to him. That's just his face. He always looks like that. This episode was just like a Koichi show-off episode. At this point, it's just hilarious, like, how good Koichi has it. You know, this whole setup of I'm this nothing hero. This is my fault, right? This is how I was reading it. No, he's got one of the coolest powers ever. Or it is just such a wide-ranging application. I mean, the fact that he found it is testament to his character, right? Like, he went out into the world and started using it. He's like, well, you know, I don't have much, but like, I'm gonna go out and do my best and do what I can for now. Another great My Hero idea. And it's through that spirit leading to real action that he actually was able to develop into something that is useful. And there's a really nice parallel there. There is a lot to be said for thought and developing, but for any goal that exists in the world, you know, a material goal or a result goal, then often, perhaps almost always, the fastest way there isn't through thinking about it in abstraction, but about like just going and starting it at the level that's appropriate, which is maybe like just one step above what's comfortable. You throw yourself into the proverbial deep end and, you know, you'll find out what you have, sort of. You don't need to really overthink it from the beginning. You don't need to like know the full course or the final endpoint. You just kind of need to get moving and like do what you want to do or try something. Try things. Like this has been explicitly something I thought was a good strategy from when I was really young. And there were times when I really lamented this, like, oh, I never really was disciplined enough. I never really saw things through all the way. If I just done it more step by step, more methodically, more planned, things might have been different. But then there's another part of me that thinks I kind of wish I'd done it more. Like I wish I'd thrown myself into more things. I wish I had acted on more of the thoughts I had more quickly. And discipline and focus is really important. But if the choice is like not doing the thing and then doing nothing, or trying the thing that's calling you and trying to have some output, trying to create some fruit there, it's so much more powerful to actually go in and do it. I think that's one of the potential readings of Koichi's development. To use Koichi, you can imagine a scenario where Koichi just stays in that headspace of like, yeah, I can't really do anything even in a limited way because I just don't have what it takes. I was born with this crappy quirk, and then that's it. You know, he just gives up on those instincts entirely. Not only that, I mean, I think a lot of times when we think about things, we think about success as sort of a binary thing, right? Like it's the number one spot or the top spot or this elite ranking of it without thinking about or being aware of the fact at all that there often is a very wide middle. This actually is true about YouTube. A very large chunk of the ad revenue YouTube pays out goes to the multitude of smaller, medium-sized channels. The large channels and their huge payouts make up a fraction or maybe smaller than one might expect, not having seen the data, of their total payouts, right? But like you wouldn't know that necessarily because we only see the top strata. Just sort of definitionally, that's what's most popular and most visible. That's true in so many things, you know, like there's a very, very, very wide middle in acting, which is a very coveted spot, which isn't to say there isn't a greater lowest tier where it's nothing. You know, that's probably the largest tier. But nevertheless, there are ranges of success in there that are probably a lot more feasible and would seem a lot more feasible if we could see the whole range, except that they're naturally more obscured from us. But Koichi's like, you know, I got this skating quirk. It's not even close to All Might, but I like All Might and this is calling me. So like, whatever, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to skate. I'm going to slip and slide around here and throw out this trash on these streets. And like people made fun of him for it too, which is also very real. Like starting that out, being on a low tier, people who have never tried it and like wouldn't try it. We'll make fun of you for trying it. We'll have a lot to say about it. But Koichi stuck that out too. Like he found friends in it and he found a mentor in it. And like, look at him now. He actually turned it around where he's on the cusp of something that's really cool. People know his name even though they're getting it wrong. That's maybe better than total obscurity. He's assisting Aizawa. This is huge. You know, at this stage in his career, at this age, society will tell him he's a little bit late, you know, because he didn't go to UA or a school like that, or high school perhaps. But like in the grand scheme of things, he's in a pretty cool place, I think, relative to that initial vision of like, I would love to do some heroic things. And now we just got to make sure that we're doing this ethically and safely and finding out that line between what is right and what is allowed.